Note: the first 2 or 3 chapters may seem boring, but the actual background history of the novel characters lies in them, so you need to read these scenes to get to know the fun bearing in the upcoming chapters. Keep on reading and trust your gut till my story surprises you as soon as you will read chapter number 3. Urdu sentences are underlined and italicized, and their English explanations are in the square brackets. The words on which stress has been put are italicized. Thank you. Plus, don't forget to vote and comment. Enjoy! January 7, 2021. Mrs. Scarlett, it is to inform you that I won't be able to join the RCP Psych Leadership and Management Fellow Scheme. I have an interview out of the country for my novel that has been published recently, which makes it even more impossible for me to attend the session. I had already submitted my previous leave to the head of psychiatry department and it had been approved. I expect you to accept my application so I may resume my interview preparations. I will be highly obliged. Yours sincerely, Rose Weber. Rose is both. I looked at my keyboard with deep concern and typed the last letter as hard as I could. God! I took a sigh of relief. Just then, my phone rang. I picked the call and blew off Mistress. It was Faith, a wisdom-filled puberty lady who was the most flirtatious and sarcastic human being alive but gave up when she was dumped by her boyfriend. Her first and last love. Last? I think not. I roared under my teeth. I want to kill myself right now. Need help? Replied Faith with a tiny casual smirk. Shut up, Faith. I'm already under so much stress. You know what? You're not doing justice with your knowledge, Rose. Faith spoke while uploading her recorded lecture on her music channel. I stopped stretching my spinal cord and instantly stared at the phone in horror. What do you mean? Oh, come on, a psychiatrist in stress? Do you think any of it is making sense? Faith added. My terrifically suspicious expressions changed into a pout that deepened with the realization that deep inside, I knew she was right. What should I do then? What should I do? I don't even know if I'm blessed to be a psychiatrist at such a young age or a psychopath to do a job when I have the time to live and enjoy freedom. Tell me, what is my life? What is my freaking life? I violently shouted. I don't know, curse or something. Faith sulking? Okay, relax, bro, you gotta chill. Relax. She scoffed and laughed as she clicked the upload bar appearing on her YouTube page. By the way, have you decided where you're gonna stay in Norway? Anna told me not to book a room at a hotel. The expenses are high, so I'll stay at her house, I guess. I replied casually. If you would ask me, I would be a fool to live at the house of a reckless girl who was my sister, I once used to love, but then one day, out of nowhere, she decided to escape from the orphanage and we both used to live in when she was only 16, leaving me alone with 3 dumb girls when I needed love the most. There was a chilled silence between the 2 lines for a while. It helps a lot, Faith. Thanks for bringing back terrible memories. But I couldn't help myself to just brush aside what I heard. My head hit the most disturbing flashback of the time I spent in Crowley's orphanage, Birmingham, where Rose, Faith, Sophie, and Ellen met. Not biologically, but they considered each other spiritual sisters. Their caretaker, called Di, was a very sympathetic and kind-hearted old lady. Rose loved her and always celebrated her as her mother. She used to say that everything in this world can be changed by love and compassion. That included the conversation of a stone into a flower. Rose loved her, and perhaps that was the reason why she believed in kindness. But as she grew up, she couldn't understand human nature. Anna, her elder sister, never gave attention to her. Rather, she was always busy exchanging secrets with her steely and notorious friends. When Rose was 10, she saw Di and Anna fighting. The caretaker scolded her harshly in response, to which Anna shouted and slammed the door. The next day, the news of Anna escaping with her friends spread like fire. Everyone gossiped and bullied Rose. It was at that time when she met Sophie, a very kind and innocent girl who somehow managed to protect Rose. Sophie was selected as a severe bullying target at a young age. This led her to bipolar disorders that could only be controlled by his elder brother Joseph. But unfortunately, he died in a car accident, which left this poor girl alone. Rose introduced Sophie to Faith and Ellen, and they developed a strong bond. They dreamt of traveling the world together when they would be able to earn enough to regulate an independent life. After his brother, it was Rose who handled Sophie and helped her fight her disease. Rose realized that she had the power to understand human nature. It was at that beautiful moment when she recognized her true career: psychology. When puberty hit her, she started to think deeply about life and gave birth to many unclear questions in her mind. Sometimes it was so hard for her to put an end to the list that she almost cried. However, Di felt sick as each day passed. The sorrow to lose Anna busted her heart, and she faded in the dust of earth. But Di wished that the flower of love and friendship must bloom till the end. The girls followed their hearts and achieved what they deserved to have in their life. Faith started a YouTube channel where she uploaded her singing classes and vlogs. Sophie, a pulmonologist, treated lung diseases and respiratory disorders. Ellen became a fashion designer, exactly the career that best suits her personality, and Rose Webber chose to understand human nature, to know that what breathes fondly but slowly in the human mind when it talks to God. I just hope I'm not talking to your ghost. Faith frowned as she manicured her nails. I shivered in a jolt as I was distracted hearing my name. Expiring the air through my nose, I yawned. I want to sleep. I have a flight in 2 days. Faith scowled. I've been saying that for like 15 minutes when you were not responding. Well, I'll call you a jerk for talking to a person who is giving you hints that she's not interested. I murmured, brushing my teeth. Faith straightened her head and sat upright. What? Aloha, I commented. Rose, Faith shouted. I laughed, rinsing my mouth. Aloha! I looked at myself in the mirror and puffed. What are you looking at? I mocked and shrugged, going back to my room. To be honest, the first 3 chapters would seem a bit boring to you guys, but trust me, the real fun starts in the upcoming chapters. I hope you guys like it, and yeah, don't forget to vote.